Hey, welcome to Mikey's Video Game Madness. Today we're playing Blacksite Area 51 on the Xbox 360. This wasn't a very well received game, but from what I've played of it so far, I think it's fine. It's not gonna blow your mind if you played any other military-esque or first-person shooter. I was gonna say R sci-fi, but even though it has sci-fi elements, it still feels more like a military first-person shooter. I'm turning down the sound. Usually I skip this, but I want you guys to at least see the title screen. Turning up the brightness, since that seems to be an issue on recording with Xbox 360. I had to my dismay, artificially turn up the brightness a little bit to the Velvet Assassin video, which kind of bummed me out because the colors are so rich on that game. But I mean, when you go through several pass-throughs, like through a recording device onto the PC, changing the file type, all that shit, it fucks the video quality up ever so slightly each time. And hopefully you guys can see past that, because I think that's going to be a really good game, in my opinion. At least I think I'll enjoy it. Here are the controls. If you're curious of what they are, I thought it would actually show what it looks like. I don't think these aren't the default controls, but these are the controls that I'll be using. If you're curious what the default controls look like, I think they're these. Okay, let me look at them so I know what I'm doing instead of running my mouth. Zoom, fire weapon, grenade. I'm used to the grenade being on the other side, but that's fine. Melee attack. Gotta remember that's not. Oh, you actually can melee with the stick. That's good. Pretty standard stuff. It's not quite the Call of Duty control scheme that every game seems to use these days, but it's good enough. I'm gonna load the campaign, continue campaign. I think I played on orange. I might regret it. I don't know. I did fine, but like I said in past videos, it's hard for me to talk and record at the same time. So hopefully I'll do alright.
Tens of thousands of people gathered in the nation's capital today.
Oh, the sound's still really loud.
Congress is scheduled to vote on the implementation of the draft as early as next week. Polls show intense opposition to both the draft.
I don't know why these games put in like these volume options, and even when you go down to 1, it's still like fairly normal sounding, but the higher you go, it doesn't make a huge difference. This is a fairly early Xbox 360 game. Obviously it's running on the Unreal 3 engine like most games of the time did. I think I played a demo of it and I remember it being really bad, but I can't speak from experience in the full product. I know a lot of sites and stuff say to skip the PlayStation 3 version, which I'm always like, play it before you come to your own conclusion, but based on early Unreal Engine 3 ports on the PS3, I would not be surprised if it didn't function as well. Because when the PlayStation 3 first came out, they were still trying to figure out how to program for it. They got the hang of it later on, but like I said, it was a fairly early 360 game. I believe the PS3 version was postponed a lot of times because they were having trouble with it, but I don't know. If you have a choice, I would definitely stick to the 360 in general. Unreal Engine 3 ports tend to fare better on the system. I don't have a follow guy. This game has light command elements, and I mean light. It's like a one button press, but they work simple enough. A tent. Where is a tent? There's the tent that was right in front of me that I didn't see.
There's been a security breach at Attachment 3 Air Force Flight Test Center, perpetrated unknown. Important materials, vital national security. Officially, the base has been closed for years. These individuals know anything to the contrary.
I tried to be polite. I have bad allergies, and now that it's getting warmer outside, the pollen's coming out, and I had to take my microphone off to blow my nose. And now I feel like I need to do it again, which sucks. I'm going to try to suck it up and hold it in. I always feel like a lot of earlier games on the Unreal Engine 3, the characters always seem to glow a little bit. I don't know what that's all about. It's just the way I guess the game's light the characters. They seem to eliminate after a while, but I was under the impression that like it just had something to do with the way the polygons and the lighting and everything were put together. I was like, why does every Unreal Engine 3 game kind of resemble Gears of War? I was starting to come up with that attitude because all the characters were kind of like really like thick and husky or whatever, but they changed it eventually. But this was kind of like the look of like a lot of the games at the time. But then games like Bioshock and stuff started to come out to change that. This was during the era of tough guy games. I guess people kind of started to miss the 80s action films of the day. Wish I had a gun. Well, she looks normal size. Apparently only the women are normal proportioned on the Unreal Engine 3 early games. It looks nice for its time. It controls fairly well. I just think sometimes people when they game are whiny little bitches, but you know, whatever. You're entitled to have your own opinion.
No, ma'am. I don't check.
Bring me a sample. Put on a face mask.
Yes, ma'am.
I look at it like this way, like if this game came out like maybe 5 years earlier, people might have loved it. Games should just be fun. It doesn't matter what they are. Heck, I love to collect like the arcade collections and like the Sega Genesis collections games because I think they're fun. There's nothing mind-blowing or fancy about them. I don't think there's a subtitle option for this game, which it really could use. I don't even know who Grayson is, but maybe if I walk around they'll tell me. This is the first time that I've been to this level. Otherwise I probably would have skipped it with all the talking. The first few levels are just blowing up shit. There is an Area 51 on the PS2 and original Xbox, which I think if they made the controls a little bit better, it would have been enjoyable. I mean, it's still enjoyable once you get used to it, in my opinion, but whatever the default settings are. I don't like the way it controls. I gotta tinker with like the sensitivity and stuff, at least with the PlayStation 2. I don't think I played the original Xbox version. It actually has David Duchovny and Marilyn Manson doing the voices. Oh, I get to control the vehicle. Man, the controls on this vehicle are kind of weird. Oh, I guess it kind of controls like Halo. I've just been playing Grand Theft Auto, so I like how it tells you to steer. Like, there was no possible way I could get to that area without steering, but I'm glad they eventually told me how to do it. There's a lot of games that do that. They tell you how to do something after the fact that you clearly had to use that control scheme to get to that area anyway. But whatever. I like it when games give you a little bit of control of vehicles. Yeah, this feels like controlling the, I forgot what the hell it's called. The Warthog on Halo. I think that's what the vehicle's called. The texture streaming leaves a little bit, or I guess that might be the filtering or stream. I don't know what it is, but it looks like the lines on the road are being drawn right now. It might be with filtering because the middle part of the road was already drawn. Maybe it's the angle I'm looking at it. That would be a filtering issue and not an actual streaming issue. But I like it when they give you extra controls of things. I can't believe how loud this game is, considering I turned the sound like down to like 2s and 1s. So hopefully you can hear me over the commotion. So far I don't understand why this game got bad reviews. Now, if the PlayStation 3 version's all fucked up and broken, then I could see that, but I haven't played it for myself. I did play a demo and it was kind of iffy. Can I just get out and fucking shoot it with a Stinger missile or something? The only reason why I know what a Stinger missile is because of Metal Gear Solid. You had to use those to take down Metal Gear Rex. As if any of you cared. And to share more information that you don't care about, I can't wait till Metal Gear Solid The Phantom Pain comes out. It's really kind of... Can I get out? Because there's some stuff I could use. Like that RPG that's somehow floating in midair. Hold Y to pick up. I really don't want to... I don't really care about the pistol. The helicopter went away. Let's all get back in here. I'm not a great driver of this vehicle, if you may have guessed. Shit, fucking asshole. Lock on, you fucker. Looks like you're flying a little sporadically. I wonder why that is. Come on. Well, I could have said that with any more enthusiasm. I don't know if it would be possible. Take more of your shit from my fellow corpses. May the maggots be kind to your remains. I'm driving like I fucking drank half a bottle of Jack Daniels. Alright. Oh, who's thought they were talking about this. I thought I was on like some code of slime.
Oh man, what the hell are these things? What broke it? Prize pit?
I think this is the exact same gun you have in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm not sure. I think this game came out before Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but I think this is just like a standard issue, like military gun. I can't remember if you can run in this game or not, and I don't want to push the wrong button. Of course I do. It's me. Oh, my guy's already appeared. I guess even though it's unrealistic, it's convenient that they appear and I don't have to sit there and wait for them to get in the car, especially for an action game. I like how these ramps are. Yeah, I'll try to avoid them for now on. I was wondering if they were going to hurt the vehicle. I guess I know now. But those little ramps act like, fuck. I should have just got out and started shooting them. I thought about that as the screen turned red, and it basically is taking me to a checkpoint now. Wow, that 2 loading screens? I guess they wanted to deliver extra. One just isn't enough for gamers of today. Alright, I'll try my best. It's a rim clock from planet Zerlian. I may or may not have made that up. That might not be canon for the actual game. Alright, let's get into this fantastic vehicle. Why is it telling me I need to flip it? Really, that tree stump is what's preventing this from doing anything? I think this vehicle is a little oversensitive. Alright, now let's try to avoid these little fuckers a little bit better. Come on. What the hell? I don't know. You guys can fucking die in the damn thing. I'm getting out of the way. Why they gotta be explosive? Oh look, they rendered some shit at the bottom of the vehicle. Good for them, going the extra mile. Alright. Again, I am stuck. You know, this vehicle is almost worthless. I might walk the rest of the way. Probably easier to do it this way anyway. I think the gun models are actually pretty well rendered if you ask me, but I'm no expert. I feel like there should be a run button. Oh, he was going to say that? I thought he said it just because I hit it. I guess he was supposed to say that no matter what. It's a fairly nice looking game for the time. Like I said, it's not going to hold up to like your super expensive AAA titles, but that doesn't mean it's any less fun. I kind of feel like the people were hard on this game now. The vehicle physics could use a little bit of work, but so could my driving skills. So I'm not gonna take it out on the game developers that I suck at driving, but it was pretty easy to get your vehicle stuck on things, apparently. I would have liked it if they had like Grand Theft Auto controls or something, but you know, wish in one hand, shit in another, and see which one gets filled up first. This game's been made before I ever played it, so can't focus on it being changed now. I don't think they'll ever make a sequel to this game, considering Midway's no more and Warner Brothers kind of bought up, I guess, their important, or what they think was important franchises. Like, only one I could think of offhand is Mortal Kombat. It's the only thing that survived from Midway, because they were working on Mortal Kombat 9. I guess that's the only thing that was promising, and this game got pretty crappy reviews, which prevented a lot of people from playing it. I think I played the demo of this game too, but I'm not sure if I had an Xbox 360 by the time this came out, or I just didn't have the game, but I was interested in it. It seems like a cool game, but when this game came out, it was kind of like the beginning of the age of first-person shooters, so it was right before you'd get an influx of all these first-person shooter games that would come out. Because if you think about, I guess it's the 7th generation, the 360 and PS3, almost every game that comes out, and even with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, almost every game that comes out is like first-person shooter. And I guess since the war on terror and 9/11, everything usually took place in some Middle East or desert background or whatever, so games started to look the same. But this came out like kind of right in the beginning. It's unfortunate around this time, like, people were sick of World War II shooters, so they kind of quit making those, which is kind of a shame. I would like to see a return to some World War II shooters. I personally enjoyed Enemy Front, even though I know it's like a very flawed game. I still like it, but I know a lot of people don't. Imagine the PC version, if you have a decent enough amount of specs, probably fixed a lot of the issues on consoles, but man, I could really use a vehicle now since I'm walking on the road. The environments are somewhat destructible. You can kind of tell which destructible. It's usually crates or sometimes plant life. That plant, apparently, it looks like an aloe plant, is indestructible. The game is not this boring. It's just because my genius ass decided to get my truck stuck in an area where I can't fucking travel anymore. So I guess that gives me more time to talk to you guys. I'm sure you're super stoked about that. Or you've already changed the channel, so whatever. The channel. Do you change the channel on YouTube? I guess technically you change the channel. Listen to me desperately trying to think of stuff to talk about. This was clearly made to drive on. There's nothing but road. I kind of feel like a fucking hitchhiker right now. Since we're in Nevada or whatever, I have a feeling we're gonna find a secret base somewhere. Maybe one called Area 51, since that's the name of the game. Alright, I gotta get my guys to open that. use the right bumper to click on things you point at when you get those icons and your dude's opening up. What fun things await. I do see a machine gun over here, so I'm gonna try to take a hint. They look like the things from Starship Troopers. Thank you, I tried. The frame rate leaves a little left to be desired, but it's functional. But I'm used to playing a lot of PlayStation 4 games lately. I think a lot of these games that are advertised to run at 30 frames per second don't actually run at 30 frames per second on the PS3 and Xbox 360, but what are you gonna do? Man, I want to be on the turret. That's the fun part. What is that? Is that something I need to collect intel-wise? Maybe you can read those during the menus. I'm not really sure. Where'd the truck go? I'm so happy we have wheels again. I think those physics might be a little bit exaggerated unless they took like the engine and stuff out of the truck. Alright, try not to drive this sporadically. On road again. That's the only really part of the song I know. Homeland Security.
It looks like an accident. Someone hit the guardrail.
Should we investigate? Can I drive over there, or is this going to be one of those issues where I get stuck? I think they want me to investigate on foot. Oh, get away from me. I wonder if there's like the gray type aliens in this game, or they're like all like insect like. There are grays in the last game, and then the actual arcade game, which all these first person shooter spin-offs were like these mutant things. I guess they kind of look like the creatures from here. Oh, look what I never got rid of. Looks like I didn't even have to use it. So this has the regenerating health that you're probably accustomed to in most first-person shooters. Good thing I remember the vehicle was over here. Otherwise, we would have been walking again. I think we're in good enough shape, or we don't need the extra exercise. Since everybody's basically shaped like a damn fucking action figure. Oh, fuck. I can't even... That just looked pathetic. It was like slowly coming at me and I still managed to get hit. I'm not gonna fucking fight every single one, and I don't think the game's expecting me to. Get those things away from me. Alright, some shit's going down. Oh, I didn't tell you about the morale system. The worse you do, the less likely your squad's to help you out. Fuck. The better you do. There's a picture of a gray. I think the grays are the creepiest type of alien, and they're like the least intimidating looking, but I think maybe that's what makes them creepy. And plus those are the ones that apparently people that see like Close Encounters or claim to get abducted or whatever. I like that little art style, a little alien sitting on there. Now this is where I wish the Xbox 360 had a share button, because I would totally take a picture of this fucking diner. Open this very sophisticated wooden door, or just break the fucking window and unlock it. It works. They're not real. Oh, you guys are such a dick tease. Alright, I guess I should help. I had no idea a diner was gonna lead me into this. Alright. Please do not throw grenades in my presence. Judging by your AI, I don't think that would end well for the either of us. Or both of us, whatever. My grammar isn't the best when I'm trying to play a video game and talk at the same time. Come on. I wonder if those propane tanks explode. That's what that is, but I don't think that one blows up. I think the little ones do. You guys are all over the place. Or girls, or maybe you're neither sex. I'm not very familiar with your species. Except for whatever reason you want to kill me. Which I could see that, you know. I've done some fucked up shit in my life. Whatever. Alright, let's get this door open, guys. Anybody use the magic word, please? I'm running a fucking diner, asshole. And I sculpted them 2 aliens in there on my own with my 2 bare hands. Well, my wife helped a little bit, but it was mostly me. Alright. Is there an alien and ice in that cooler or toolbox or whatever the fuck you named it? You probably have like some use for it that's not really what it was ever intended to use. Alright, so right now we're in a room full of stereotypes. Okay. Is he wearing sandals with socks on him? Yeah, he has to be crazy. I can't stand it when I see people wearing sandals with socks on them. I don't know why it should bother me that much, but it does. It beats the purpose. First of all, I don't think sandals are kind of stupid to begin with, unless maybe you're like at the beach or something. But, or in a sandy area. Well, I guess this is sort of a sandy area, but it doesn't make sense to wear socks and sandals at the same time. At least to me. Maybe it does to other people. I just think it looks stupid. That, and I fucking hate those Croc shoes. So if you own a pair, I apologize, but I think they look stupid. I saw like a family at Walmart. It's so mean. I want to say white trash, like trailer park kind of people so bad. But that's really mean, even though I kind of said it out loud anyway. But there's a whole family wearing like multicolored Crocs. And I don't know why. It just bothered me so much. And I was just like, take a break and collect your thoughts together. There's nothing to be like bothered about. Where am I supposed to go? Is this break? I don't know. It's destructible. Some sort of guidance would be welcome. These fucking rocks are pissing me off. Am I supposed to go here? I'm so used to playing Grand Theft Auto. Usually I would just drive through that shit and just break it off. Good thing this thing has decent shocks on it. No, I don't know what my aversion to Crocs are, and people will wear sandals with socks on it, but for some reason it just bothers me a little bit. Like when I was in the Florida Keys, a guy had a pair of Crocs, and at least that made sense because we were on a boat and there's like a lot of water and the shoes have holes in them, but it's just people are paying money for these shoes that are like somebody shoots foam into like a mold. It looks goofy. They look like clown shoes because they're all puffy at the end. What the fuck am I talking about Crocs playing Area 51? I apologize. I'm gonna stop talking about Crocs. But they should be made illegal. That and fucking Uggs. What stupid shoes those are. Fucking girls wearing like short skirts in the summertime, and then they're like fucking wearing Davy Crockett Pioneer boots. It's fucking stupid, in my opinion. I'm so easy on games, but apparently I'm very hard on shoes, and this is coming from somebody who just wears like fucking Chuck Taylor Converse shoes all season long. So I really have no room to talk, but those are like my favorite shoes. I always wear them. But it's just, I don't know. Lenient on games, but apparently super hard on fucking specific types of shoes. I don't know what my fucking problem is. Alright, I don't even know. Well, people are or something shooting at me from there. What the fuck? I don't even know what I'm shooting at. But I'm gonna hide right in here since this is before our time of being able to shoot through walls. Well, thank you. Now I want to know why I was being shot at. I think that's a valid concern to know why you're being shot at. Alright. You have to shoot the guy and not the building that he's hiding in order to get him. I think it's a guy. There's so much shit. What the... Are they aliens or are they just some possessed assholes? Alright. Somebody get that, or am I supposed to get it? Why can't you do it? Am I missing a guy? No, go to this thing. Did I not kill somebody? What is going on? There's some laser rifle. I guess I'll trade my oversized rocket launcher for this, whatever the hell it is. We'll unlock that. I don't think he speaks English. He sounds like he speaks Jabba the Hutt. Oda Bruda Solo. Ho, 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 ho. I'm not good at impressions. As if I needed to clear that out. I'm gonna use this ultimate phaser, so Now the weapons have more of a sci-fi feel. Oh man, this thing has to charge. What is this, like a cosmic shotgun? Oh, the barriers and shit seem to bust apart. Come on, poke your nasty little head so I can shoot it. I'm not gonna complain for $3. I'm having a pretty good time. I mean, this game is obviously average by all means, but I think it's a fine game. I don't think it's terrible, which a lot of people are making it out to be. Back in whenever this game came out, like nobody even cares about this game anymore. Hence why it was probably only $3. But I was fairly interested in it when it first came out, because I remember once I got used to it, enjoying the Area 51 game, which I did purchase, I think, last year. I haven't played much of it, so maybe it's not as enjoyable as I remember it being, or I haven't gotten over the curve. I'll probably revisit it at some point. I don't want to promise anything to you guys, because I'm so sporadic of when I do these videos. And I apologize if my grammar's really poor. It's just because I'm trying to play the game and talk at the same time. It's hard for me to really think about what I'm saying sometimes. Which is a skill you really, or a lack of skill that you really don't want to have when you start a YouTube channel. You want to be as terrible as possible when you start a YouTube channel. Best advice I can ever give. If you didn't pick up on such blatant sarcasm, I'm sorry. I must not be good at that either. Alright, it looks like I'm gonna have to suck it up and... Oh, there's good guys here. So I'm not completely alone. Maybe somebody should... Shit. Thank goodness for T1000 regenerating health. Are there visitors up here? I figured this is one of those games, the minute you hop on like a turd, all of a sudden like a bunch of bad guys are gonna come. Seems like I was right on that prediction. Wow, these plugged in 360 controllers fucking feedback. Let me hide for a second. The feedback on these plugged in controllers are a lot stronger. It's like your hand goes numb almost. Maybe it's in my head, but I do think the plugged in vibration feedback in the 360 controller is a lot stronger than the battery one. Apparently I'm a really bad gunner, but that's okay. These guys seem to soak in a lot of bullets too. Is that it? It's still playing the bad music. Is somebody hiding? Oh. A lot of them seem to be shooting the same kind of weapons I am, so I'm wondering if they're like possessed people in the army. Thank you, floating weapons. Oh, how convenient, a random car just waiting for me. Alright, let's go off to our adventure. That exhaust looks quite black. I hope the engine's okay. I hope the ozone layer's okay for that matter. Alright guys, I'm going to stop here because I have no idea how long this level is. I thought I was going to end one level and then stop the video, but I don't want the video to be even longer than it is now. So this was Blacksite Area 51. I can't imagine you not being able to get this affordable somewhere. If you just want a fun, cheap game, I would definitely recommend it. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I mean, it's not gonna blow your mind. You've probably played better games out there, but at the same time, it's just dumb fun, which I really like sometimes. I like AAA titles. I like titles that are more complex, but there's some days where I want to play a game like this, and I think this is a great game if you just want to sit on the couch and fucking blow shit up and not really think a bunch. Which there are a lot of games like that, but yeah, I don't think this game deserves the negative criticism that it's got from a lot of websites when it first came out. I don't know about the PS3 version. I wouldn't be surprised if the PS3 version would be sort of shitty, just for the simple fact that when the PlayStation 3 first came out, and I'll defend whatever system if it's valid. Like, I'm by no means a fanboy, because I think there's some games on PlayStation 3 that look better than the 360, but when it comes to the Unreal Engine 3, especially in earlier games, the Xbox 360 is usually the way to go with very few exceptions, and this is an older game, so I would not be surprised if the PlayStation 3 version was flawed in some way. But anyway guys, this game has my thumbs up. Take it as you will. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please click on the thumbs up icon if you would. And feel free to leave comments, positive or negative. If you choose to leave a negative comment, please make sure the criticism is constructive and you're being respectful to me and whoever else is commenting on the page, and that would be fantastic. If you haven't thought about it already, which you probably already have and made up your choice, I'm going to remind you anyway. If you like this channel or any of the other videos on the channel, feel free to subscribe. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate whatever support you give the channel. If you just watch it, leave comments, click thumbs up. I appreciate all of it. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will talk to you on the next video, assuming you're going to watch the next video. Take care. Bye.